Tonight for reading homework, we were working with theme, which we've been working with in class. So we had to read a story called What's in a Name. The story is about a kid named Jack Russell, and basically he has a problem with his name because it's also the name of a dog. And when he goes to school, kids pick on him. And so the story goes from there. He ends up changing his name, and in the end it doesn't work out much different. So I'm going to run you through what's on my story chart, and you guys can check it through to make sure you got the right ideas from the story. So in our first box, we had problem in the story. I had two different items here. I had that he did not like being named after a dog, and then I also had that the kids in school teased him about his name. So those were my two problems. For my character responses to the problems, there were a couple of them. He looked at places that had bizarre names that happened in the second paragraph, and I think that he it was kind of a distraction for him. Then we have parents told him stories about different things. The mom had told him in the third paragraph about a girl who was at a school named Candy Cane, and then his dad also told him stories about the original Jack Russell, who was his I guess great-great-grandfather, and his great-grandfather was a sailor and a war hero and an inventor. And then he also changes his name at the end of the story. So the mood, how the story makes you feel, it made me feel a little bit sorry for Jack that people picked on him. So that was the feeling. I guess you could have also added in there at the end, I thought he was a little bit silly for changing his name. I think he should have stuck it out a little bit more, tried to persevere through, the teasing, and, as he got older, it probably would have disappeared. Lessons the characters learned. I think at the end when the girl tells him that her dog is named Harry after he had changed his name to Harry, that, she made fun of his name, that he really learned that, people get picked on, and changing his name probably wasn't the best idea or the right thing to do. And then the character's thoughts and beginnings, I split it up into the beginning and the end. So in the beginning, he was upset with his name, and then by the end, I think he thought that no name was perfect, just because he was still getting picked on with a new name. So my theme for the story then was to be content, and I put a little side note here to support that he was named after somebody, and that there was a reason why they picked the name, and that he was named after a sailor and a war hero and an inventor. So I thought that that was important to the theme, that he should appreciate the fact that his parents chose that name for him. Down here on the paragraph then, the main thing I'd stick to in your paragraph is whatever you picked for your theme, supporting that, going through and explaining your problem and your character response and your mood, just like we did in class. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys back in class tomorrow morning.